Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. Sulky puppy. Well, she doesn't care if she goes out or not. But it has been raining on and off. We had thunderstorms this morning. So, and with the ground being as wet, she splashes herself so badly that I'm deciding not to take her for a walk right now. It's like 5:27 in the morning. I've been up since 3:55. Fun times. Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. Coffee time. Had another 33 minutes until I can file for unemployment. I don't even know if I mentioned it, but yeah, I was back under review. It did finally clear. So hopefully I don't have any problems today. And kind of why I didn't want to steal someone else's shift again, because the 6 days is kind of screwing me up, I feel. So, because I've done it 2 out of like 6 weeks of work I've worked so far. So coffee's not staying too hot today. That's all right. Yeah, I woke up my alarm. I hit snooze, and oddly enough, the alarm clock on the iPad is dimming the audio on the second round, which is why I'm not waking up. Like, it starts off and then it cuts the volume, and I don't know what that issue is about. So, something I need to figure out, unless someone knows why my alarm clock, when I hit snooze, is not full blast. But that's why when I do that, I don't wake up. So I guess if I'm going to do that, I need to hit stop and have a secondary alarm like 10 minutes later, which, you know, could do that. Are you going to try to jump across there? Are you trying to come over here, Bubby? Are you going to try to make it? She goes, I think not. I'm just going to lay back down. Brother slept over here all night. This one decided that, you know, king-size bed, and she had to sleep basically right up against me. Because, I mean, when we snuggle over here, there's not a lot of room. So, I tried something different here. Well, there's Velcro on the back side of the couch here that always digs into my arm. So I wrapped the sheet around that. The fitted and the... I actually have a sheet on here. It's a mixed match of bedding right now. But I didn't put the wedge pillow underneath this time. Way I can kind of push it back a little further, because I think I'm getting too much of an angle and it hurts my neck. And I do have another pillow that I can kind of navigate around to make this, like if I bring this over here, and I actually have another place to rest my head if this gets too much for an angle. But I slept in big bed last night because I'm a big boy. So, oh, fun times. Get that back there. Yes, I even make my little, you know, little bed just to try to keep some of the dander and stuff out, because my God, when I cleaned the sheets, it was horrible. It was horrible. All right, let's make our way downstairs for a minute. I don't know if I mentioned it the other day, but in anger, I forget what happened, but I went to turn the light on because I was trying to do something in the kitchen and I couldn't see. Really? Okay, you enjoy throwing up, Mojo. I pulled the chain and snapped it off the fan, so we have to use a light switch now. Let's see what we got going on out here. It wasn't... Last time I came out, it had stopped raining. But yeah, her feet, she splashes up this wet ground, and it's all over her belly. She gets dirty, and it's just not worth it right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's still pretty dark outside for 5:30 in the morning. And like I said, we had thunderstorms this morning and whatnot. So, fun times. All right, long cold open. I guess it's been multiple clips. I'm actually just spinning it around today. Just whatever. Like, I literally was thinking about day 3700, just kind of giving myself a break, but Mike knows me better, and he knew there was no way I was not going to pick up the camera and do something. With the rain, it might not be much, but you never know. I'm not going to say it will, say it won't, because I don't know what life brings when I get up in the morning. I was looking at the site manager at the store today, and by 9 o'clock, there's 5 of us. I almost guarantee me or the one other person that comes in to open this morning gets sent home. If not both of us. Although, he might send the assistant home, assistant manager, because when he comes in, then they'll finish things up, and then he'll maybe send him home. But he still might send one of us home, because 4 of us is still way above norm, and usually too many. We'll see. But this is one of the things that I'm not so digging so much. I've only kind of gotten sent home a half hour early, and there's only been 2 times when the one time they were going to send me home early, and I kind of made it where I stayed my entire shift. Because there is stuff to do. Plus, I have iPad training to get done. So, no, how about I go in the office and do my stuff and get my stuff caught up instead of sending me home? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Sorry, but... And I'm sure somewhere down the line, because I was talking to maintenance the other day, and maintenance is watching some of these videos. So I guess I need to tone myself down of how I badmouth this place. Whatever. But you hired me to do a job. You say, oh, we don't have anything to do. But I do. I have things I could do to get finished with that are required training. And you're going to send me home? So I might have myself a little bit of a, I don't want to say argument, but conversation on that one. Plus, here we are. We are 6 weeks into this job. Now, I understand that his boss has been on vacation. So this coming week, we better start hearing something about this other position. Otherwise, I am going to have to call West Company back and interview. Because if you're not going to give me the job like I was promised, then I'm not going to be able to afford to work on this salary and this hours. Alrighty, here we go. Hey, focus. Okay, so did change the light bulbs or the high beams last night, so that's done. Cleaned her lenses on her car with, I used that vinegar mix to kind of break things loose a little bit that I used to clean the car, and then baking soda and water, and I did it twice. Gonna probably do it a little bit more because the second paper towel was still getting yellow off. The only thing I have polishing wise would be like the Dremel. I think that's too small because I know a lot of these guys, they'll show it where they buff it with a soft pad. I don't have anything like that to do it with yet. But I did order her LED lights on Amazon. Found them for like a third of the price of what I paid. I don't know, they got 5-star ratings, so that should be okay. Just for giggles, checked for updates on the Pocket, well, on the Action. I didn't check for the Pocket, but I should. I don't think there is one, but I should check. Normally I'll see a video about it, what it's doing. But there were updates for the mics on August 2nd. So that was fun to try to get all them updated. Because I think everybody updated now. When I checked the 2 that go with the Pocket, they're both updated, the white one and the original one that came with it, and the other kit. It almost feels like I need to do some adjustments. I think it might have reset things. So, oh, the rain has currently stopped, I think. But like I said, I just, with the ground being wet, and then I didn't even feed them this morning. Completely forgot. I had all this time and it just didn't even dawn on me because we didn't do our normal routine. Which means I have 0 exercise. Ooh, I have 3 minutes. I can work all day long and get like nothing. Walking around the house, I end up getting time. I don't get it. Hell, I get more time in the shower when I'm washing my hair. I don't really know how this thing tracks exercise. But I don't even know if I mentioned earlier, I laid down at 9:36. I never got back up. I slept through the entire night from when I went to bed until my alarm went off, all the way through. Not once did I get up to go to the bathroom. Not once did I wake up at all. That's kind of amazing. That hasn't happened in a long freaking time. And I slept like a log. I mean, it was like basically I laid my head down, fell asleep, and my alarm went off. That's how it felt to me. See how I feel when I start working. Because I don't know what's going to happen today. I really don't. 5 of us is overkill on a Sunday. I mean, we get busier on Sundays, but we were hammered yesterday. I got on the register, and they're like, hey, can you do this and do this in between? I laughed at them. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm never gonna move. And I was not wrong. Good afternoon, everybody. I was right. It did reset everything. Well, I mean, I only have the gain. I put the gain down to -2 for now. See what happens. Because it was peaking pretty hard this morning. I apologize if I was screaming. I'll try to fix it in post. That's not sunglasses I want. You had to go digging for these the other day. I wanted to wear them and couldn't find them. And then I did. Oh, alrighty. That day is over. 6 to 1 tomorrow, I believe. No. My stamina is getting better. I'm able to, I don't feel near as worn out at the end of the shifts. Alrighty, we're out of the parking lot. There were a lot of people and they were giving me really weird looks for talking to myself. I'm still conscious of it. Sometimes it doesn't bother me, other times I just shut the camera off. Yeah, my stamina is definitely building up. The only problem is, like, when you're busting your butt in the first 3 hours, 2.5 hours, doing all the freight, and then they put you on register, which I don't know how other people get off of it, because people just seem to keep showing up. I accomplished one task, and that was to fix the coolers, because they were not lined up right. Got them all fixed up. After about 3 hours, it took me to do it. It's like, jeez. Oh. Because every time I turn around, someone's in line. And then we had one guy get all pissed off. All he had to do was sit his stuff down, and I was standing right there. Now, instead he decides he's got to yell as he goes out the store. Man, I'd love to just... pallet board right to the back of the bald head. Oh, sometimes, I don't know. We're not allowed to sit there. We're not supposed to be sitting there. We have 7 self-checkouts for a reason. Cash only is what should be on the belt. But, whatever. You know. It's the same complaint people had at Walmart. I'm not getting paid to check myself out. Then stand in line. Oh, anyway, it's very, very humid. Very humid. So, of course, again, I am super suited, which I think is helping. I didn't have the same problem I had yesterday with it digging into my foot and, like, putting my foot to sleep. Dude, you want to get off the freaking road so we can drive here? Sweeping the freaking street. It'll be okay. I'm going to go to my little home and be in my little cocoon, and I'm just going to walk dogs. And another fabulous cloudy Sunday. No rain right now. I don't know if we're supposed to get any more or not. Still under flood watch, though. So much for 4 consecutive days of rain. Good evening, everybody. We've got, oh, I need to turn this one down too. I'm using the other mic. Actually, this one looks like it turned way down. Oh, I have it underneath. What the hell am I doing? Anyway, Sun is trying to come out. We might get some sunset tonight, so that might be interesting. We had another downpour, as you saw from the Action. Probably didn't leave the whole thing in there, but it rained pretty good for a little bit. We had a little thunderstorm. Okay, so it didn't reset things because that was still set from the 4th of July when I ran it in stereo. Minus 12 gain. I wasn't seeing anything on the bar. So I'm going to have to crank that for you guys. That was a little extreme. Alright, got little man out. Take a little lap here with him. Let him do his business and walk. Now, just leave them alone. You don't need to bother people, Mateo. I haven't seen Ruby in a few days. I kind of miss petting the pupper. Hopefully Lupin's okay, because I haven't seen him. But of course it rained this morning. Yeah, it's a pretty scene right there. It's decent out. I thought it was going to be really humid after that last storm came through, but temperature's down pretty far. Alright, I currently have 73 degrees, 23 degrees Celsius. It says it's cloudy, which, somewhat, but there's some blue skies as well. That's why I like not having the face detect on. I can actually swing it and show you guys. Well, you can see it behind me. I mean, I just have to do that. But yeah, so, yeah, I think we might have a pretty night. Especially if some of the clouds stick around. And it'll gleam off of them. Makes for a really cool shot. So, trying to think. There was something else, but my brain is rattled right now. Alright, well, not much filming with Mateo, because I was on the phone with Tim. Because he was talking about the NASCAR race. I gotta look back and see if I can find any Hamlin's crash. Not that last week had anything, he didn't do anything wrong. Just not a fan of him, but I mean, I agree with him. It was blatantly stupid. But getting her for a little walk here. Sun is still working its way down because it is what, 7:01. So I don't think we have a whole lot more time before it's gonna get down there and we're gonna start seeing prettiness, but I don't know if we're still gonna be outside. Depends how slow Priya walks. I don't know what kind of day this even was for me. It's kind of just, I don't know. I don't want to say boring. Okay, some neighbors go super fast up here, some neighbors go about the speed limit, and then some people just crawl. Like, his Toyota's so loud, I figure I'll just shut the camera off for a minute. Yeah, I am using the white one. I wanted to give this one a little bit of usage because it doesn't get any, but I put the gray muff on it. I didn't realize that I put it on the inside of my tank top, which is not the smart thing to do in hot weather. So I did flip that around, but I think, because otherwise it mats the freaking fuzzy. That's why the other one for the iPhone doesn't even have the fuzzy on it. And I talked to Tim through the microphone for the whole walk. Crystal clear, he said, so. Oh. Yeah, what did we do when we came home? Well, I had pork and sauerkraut, finished that off. And I just watched some YouTube videos. Got caught up on Komodo because they were doing those grocery store simulator ones. I don't know what's fascinating about it, honestly. Gray Still Plays had a video. Kenneth Slovis had a video. And then he let everybody know. It's like, hey, I need 10,000 followers on my Facebook page. And he posted it. I'm like, okay. I didn't even know that was a thing that there was like a guideline or something there. I don't know. All right, I got a deuce to pick up. Alright, sun is going down. Where do you think you're going? Damn dumb dog. She keeps trying to go over in the weeds. If I came down to where the clouds are, it might be good. Yeah, that section right there is probably going to light up pretty nice on the way back up. Take our walk down by the vet. Let her do her sniffs. And this thing here. Yeah, she cuddled with me and then she ran back over and jumped in bed with Mom because Mateo wouldn't come to me, so I left the gate open so he could come out, and he never did. So she went back to bed with her. Then I went downstairs, and she thought I was giving her food, and I wasn't. Talking. Basset Hound is food-driven. She, I don't know. She's been good. First time she's had her harness on in, like, a day, I think. Took it off last night for her, so. And put it back on. I was like, all right, time to take you for a walk. Why is that so heavy all of a sudden? Jeez, like weighing my shorts down. Damn mosquitoes keep landing on me. Trying to get in my eyes. Annoying. German Shepherd down there. She's a happy pupper now. Getting her sniffer working. Seeing her shadow. Or her reflection. That's you, Priya. That's how pretty you are. Yeah. She's like, I don't know, one of these days I'm going to attack that dog. It's funny because she sees herself in mirrors in the house and she doesn't know anything about it, but that must, because of the transparency, it must freak her out a little bit. Of course, they don't see quite as well as we do, so I don't know if it's not quite as well or it's just their color range is less than ours. I don't even know how they know what they can see. I guess science and looking at their eyes. Alrighty. No, we're not going back there. Come on. Yeah, another little puppy. Come on. Come on, Priya. Come on. It is still kind of crazy to think, you know, a few hours ago we had thunderstorms and it was pouring down rain. And all that stuff just moves out. Now we got this beautiful skyline for the night. She has the urge to go in the grass and run, but she has the hesitation because of being stung twice. She's very timid about grass in general now. Especially down here. Yeah, the bees have gotten you twice, haven't you, princess? Come on. Come on, yeah, it was a cute little pupper. You don't like other puppies anymore. You're not friendly to everybody anymore like you used to be. You have to put up with your brother, I can understand why. I don't know if I get in front of her a little bit, if she'll run. Love getting the ears flipping. Come on! What are you doing? Come on! Priya, come on! That's a crappy run. Get on this side of the pole, Bubby. Priya! Come on. Get on this side of the pole. I can see her getting herself wrapped up. There we go. There we got some ear spin.